Hello, welcome back to HawksDIY. Well, today's project is kind of a continuation of the last project. The last video I did the ductwork for 3 vents in my mom's house, and at the time I ran into an issue where I collected water under the house. Come to find out, it wasn't that thunderstorm, it was a combination of a couple things. So ended up I found out that first of all, the heat and air unit was not sealed properly to the house. And then I discovered this morning, because we got more water in here, that the foundation has cracks. And this is a block foundation. So you see this one? So today I'm going to patch these cracks up and seal up this block foundation. So let's get started. Okay guys, so at first I thought that the AC unit was causing all the water to go underneath the house, and I wasn't wrong. It was definitely coming in through the AC, and I'll show you. You can see this flashing was not installed underneath the siding. So what I ended up doing was I took, this is, it said it was an outside corner, but it's a piece of vinyl. It's a 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch as far as the width. And I shimmed the aluminum out into the position that I wanted it. And then I glued the vinyl to the aluminum, clamped it down and glued it with construction adhesive. And then I put a bead of silicone across the top so that the water would just roll right over. And then I had to use the spray foam, the waterproof spray foam, and had to fill in the sides. But long story short, I got it all sealed up, and as you can see, it's collecting water now. It's because the water has nowhere to go because I've got everything sealed up. But we still are collecting a little bit of water. It's not as bad, and it's not that water line. I know that water line is not the issue because it stayed dry for several days and we were using water. So, like I said at the beginning of the video, after further inspection, you know, the water was coming from the AC for sure, but it's also this foundation. So the temporary solution for right now is to use some of this concrete and mortar filler and seal it. And I'm going to seal these cracks and get them sealed up, and then we'll go from there. If we're still collecting water, then we know we got another issue. It's kind of one of those deals where you knock one thing out and then knock another thing out until you can finally get it to stay dry under there. So I guess, guys, let's get started. All right, guys. So I got it dug out down here, and cleaned the crack. That didn't sound good, did it? But I took this scraper, you know, and scraped off as much of the dirt as I could. You know, you want that stuff to adhere to the block, you know. So anyway, so I'm ready to seal that one up. So let's get started on that. Where's my stuff at? I got my tube. My tube of concrete sealant. Get the juices flowing here. Whoa, easy there, Cletus. Yikes. My tube of sealant had diarrhea, man. All right, here we go. Okay, guys. So there's that. Got that one sealed. So I'm going to move on to the next one. Not sure where it's at. It's a little more subtle than that one was, but see if I can find it. I think it's right here. Yeah, it's right here. So let's dig that out a little bit and that stuff says that it cures between 7 and 14 days. So, you know, it's going to take a while for this stuff to cure. Alright guys, well, this is what I discovered. I went to use that sealer on this crack down here and discovered that water's been collecting right at this footing. I mean, the water table was just saturated right there. So it has to be that this gutter is might be partially clogged and it's overfilling, and I don't see evidence of that, but it also is reasonable to think that, you know, the water, this is a downhill slope, so the water's going to come down this foundation wall, you know, and then it's just going to roll on down the hill here. So that's why I did that flex spout, so that I could get the water diverted away from that foundation, that corner. So that's kind of the dilemma right now, but I'm moving right along. I'm going to go ahead and seal the rest of the foundation, and then I don't know what, I mean, as of right now, I don't know what I can do with that. So I could just clean the gutter out and seal up the foundation is about all I can do right now at this point. So anyway, let's get to it. Well, quick update, fellers and fellettes. I dug down a little deeper behind this downspout and discovered a big gaping hole in the foundation. So that's where the majority of it's been seeping in. I think what I need to do at this point is let this dry out. It's the only thing I know to do, because I really need to see how far down that gap goes and make sure I get it filled in all the way. So man, I was hoping that, you know, it wouldn't be like this, but sometimes that's how it goes, man. So I'm definitely going to have to get to the bottom of that block. You can see, like, this is the size of the block, so I don't have much further to go down, you know, and hopefully that's, you know, the extent of it. But yeah, that's it. So let me get back at it, and I may have to check in with you guys tomorrow. Not sure. I need to get up here and check on this gutter. Maybe I can take you all along for that. We'll see. So be back in a jiffy. Okay guys, quick update. I got up on the roof and I looked at the gutter, and it looks great, so that's not an issue. So I decided that I needed to go and get a sump pump, so I went and got my Uncle Scotty's sump pump again. I'm gonna pump this water out and get it dried out, because I got to get all that water out of that footing so that I can see what we've got going on. I've got a great idea for this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in this crack with that spray foam, and then I'm going to put this sealant over top of that, and then I'm going to dig this out a little bit more, and then I'm going to put a bag of Quikrete concrete, and hopefully that'll seal this corner off. I think that's the best approach. So I guess let's get this job finished, man. This is not fun. So anyway, well, I dug it out a little more, and look what I found. There was a crack in the middle on that block, and then all of the grout and mortar that was supposed to be there where that block joins the other block on this corner, it had gotten washed out by all of this water, and so that'll have to be filled in with probably what I'm going to have to do, like I said earlier, is a combination of several things. I'm going to use that spray foam, and then I'm going to put that sealant over top, and then I'm probably going to put Quikrete in here after I get all those cracks sealed. That way it should never leak again after that. But that was where the majority of the water was coming from, right there. All right, I got the spray foam in there, and it takes 24 hours for that stuff to cure. So I'm just going to let it go. It's the end of the day, and I'm tired, worked all day, but I'll just go ahead and trim that off tomorrow, and then, like I said, I'm going to put another coat of that sealant over top of the foam. So that should work great. And then I also went ahead and backfilled over here, so that was all done today. I won't have to do it tomorrow. So anyway, guys, I guess until tomorrow, we'll see you. All right, everybody. Well, it's the next day, and it's beautiful out here. Still a little windy, but so now it's time to cut it out. Just cut it out. No, it's time to cut that out of there, so it's all nice and solid. So I'm going to cut this out, and then I'm going to get that sealant and get this thing sealed up so that I can get this job done. All right, guys, I got the got it all sealed up, so we're good to go. I'm going to give it a few hours and before I use that Quikrete, so we'll see you whenever I get ready to do that. All right, guys, got it done. Got the concrete in there. So, sorry about the mower. We got the lawn guy out here mowing today. But I got the concrete in there, so we're good to go. So I've got that backfill there sitting over there. I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to let this dry, and at least 24 hours before I put the dirt back. But that's it. That's it for this video. So I'm glad that I got that done and finally figured out what was causing all the water. So anyway, if you got a block foundation, that's a great way to seal it up. So like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next project.